hit that like button before we even start, because I'm about to roast some folks who need it bad. Black and brown Republicans, y'all are the plot twist nobody ordered. I mean that with all due respect, which is none. You come from the same blocks where rent is higher than hope, but you strutting around like Trump, about to leave you something in his will. Brother, you ain't family. You the valet park 3 blocks away. Being black or Latino and Republican, that's like clocking in at Amazon while telling everybody Jeff Bezos is your best friend. You sweating on the warehouse floor and he don't even know your name. You standing proud while Trump talks about rolling tanks down your street. That ain't law and order. That's signing the permission slip for your own neighborhood to get occupied. And to the brown folks still smiling after ICE raids ripped families apart, that's like handing the keys to the tow truck hauling off your own car. You cheering for the same man who caged kids and bragged about it. That's not values. That's betrayal with a red tie. Let's pull receipts, because the numbers drag y'all harder than I ever could. In 2020, Trump got just 12% of the black vote nationwide. 12. That's less than the percentage of Americans who believe Tupac is still alive in Cuba. Among Latinos, he pulled about 32%. That means 2 out of 3 said, hell no. Y'all are the minority of a minority, the definition of a sellout. Georgia, he got 11% of black voters. Texas, about 40% of Latinos, but in border counties, Biden still smoked them. Translation, your own people don't rock with this, but you'll sell them out for a handshake and a photo op. Meanwhile, crime in major cities, down. Violent crime fell double digits in D.C., New York, Chicago. But you still crying for Humvees on Martin Luther King Boulevard like it's a war zone. Brother, the most dangerous thing in your hood is rent due on the 1st. You ain't fighting terrorists, you fighting late fees. And Trump? Come on. He ain't never had his lights cut off, ain't never juggled bills, ain't never hustled a second job just to make rent. His definition of struggle is when the maid forgets to bring the ketchup. And you out here bowing like he understands you. That ain't politics. That's volunteering to be the punchline at your own roast. Let's really think about what kind of self-delusion it takes. Your grandma spent her life getting denied loans because of redlining, but you praising the same party that gutted the Voting Rights Act. Your uncle got hit with mandatory minimums in the 90s, and now you cheer for a man who brags about being tough on crime. That's not strategy. That's Stockholm Syndrome with a voter ID. And y'all love to say, I pulled myself up by my bootstraps. Newsflash, the boot factory was built on stolen black and brown labor, and you're bragging about getting 1 pair of knockoffs. You think selling out makes you better? No, it just makes you the designated driver in a car headed straight for a ditch. But here's the thing. History don't celebrate sellouts. Ask the overseers, the informants, the collaborators. They thought siding with power bought them safety. Spoiler alert, when the whip cracked, it didn't check resumes. You ain't special, you ain't protected. You just loud and useful to the folks laughing behind closed doors. So let's break it down. Crime ain't why you broke. Immigrants ain't why you broke. Woke ain't why you broke. You broke because you're carrying water for people who will leave you in the desert. And if you don't figure it out, your grandkids gonna read about you as the fools who clapped while their own communities got raided and occupied. So next election, maybe stop voting for the man who dreams about checkpoints on your block. Or don't. Keep selling out. Keep shuffling. Keep smiling for the photo. Either way, I'll be here, roasting, laughing, telling the truth. Hit that follow button. This is Marcus Farrell Live, where the comedy is merciless, the truth is blunt, and the burn lasts longer than your unpaid light bill.